for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Easy Mutt. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venom Fire here, back to the video, and today me bringing you guys my full nickel 3-3-5 wide defensive scheme. So this is what I think is the best defense in the game. I've been running this formation in Big Dime 146 a lot, and this formation is really good because of how sound it is against the run, the pass, and you can mix in a couple of blitzes. So in this video, I'm going to go over 3 of my favorite plays in the formation. Use a rush play, a run defensive setup, and a pass coverage setup. So you got the whole thing. Overall, it's going to be great, and I think it can really help out your game. Before we get into the video, though, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is the best way to show support. I'm bringing you guys all these videos for free, so consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out, lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. You can always unsubscribe, it's free. But moving on, like I said, we're running 3-3-5 wide. I'm going to be in the New York Giants defensive playbook. This is also in multiple, 4-6. It's in a lot of different playbooks, but I'm running Giants. I dropped a full ebook on the Giants defensive playbook, so you guys can check that out if you want to see this combined with other formations. But for now, we're going to go over 3 plays. I'm going to be talking about a user rush, again, a run defense and a pass defense. We're going to start out with our user rush. And our user rush is going to be out of the Mike Blitz 0. Overall, really, you could actually run it out of any play, but this one is set up pretty easily so that we only have to do a couple of adjustments to get into the play. A lot of you guys have been asking me for some strong close defense, so I'm actually going to go against strong close. One of the weaknesses of strong close formation is that it can get user rushed. A lot of times people will send out 5 routes out of this, and that's going to be where you can really get them off guard. So again, Mike Blitz O, we're going to come out in that, and I'm just going to be running strong close on O. I'm just going to be running some basic setups for now, so we'll just set something up like this, whatever. You know, I'm not going to set up, some of the best setups every time, or the video would be 20 minutes long. We're just running some basic strong close setups you would see. So overall, when you're running a user rush style of blitz, personally, I think it's better to be out of a man coverage shell rather than zone coverage, because if someone can quick snap a flat route, then your user rush is kind of useless. They can quick snap something over the middle. It's going to be difficult for your user rush to consistently get pressure and make them, start blocking the running back because of how concerned they are about it. So we're going to hop into the setup. What I like to do is just press. I'm just going to base press because, I don't want them quickly throwing an out route, quickly throwing a slant. So again, you're going to press. Then what you want to do is you can shift your D-line either way. Personally, I think it's a little bit cleaner when you shift your D-line to the left and then you go ahead and slant outside. So again, that's all you have to do, shift to the left, slant outside. Now, one thing I forgot to say is that you do want a safety here at linebacker. That's just going to add speed, athleticism. And for the user rush, you obviously want to be as fast as you possibly can. But again, it's not too big of a deal if you're using like a fast linebacker. Again, I do recommend getting a safety here. But yeah, so that's just the basic setup. Again, shift D-line and slant outside. Now, where you want to stand is opposite the side you shifted. So I shifted to the left. I'm going to stand over here to the right. Again, because we are under center, a gap should open up here in the middle, and we should be able to run through it. So again, I'm going to snap the ball, and boom, right there. You see we're able to run straight through the gap. Now that one, that's what it looks like if you don't time it. So again, sometimes you won't know when your opponent's going to snap the ball, and I'm going to start timing it a little bit better. You will see it come through faster and faster, but obviously you want to get there as quickly as possible. The safety, he's like a 73 overall or something, so it's not like we're using, Isaiah Simmons, someone really fast, Troy Apke. This guy's probably like 87 speed, something like that, so it's not super fast. The more speed, the better. And also, if you want, you can get strip specialist on your user, and you can actually start stripping the QB every time you get that user rush to come through. So again, the setup was press, shift D-line to the left, and slant outside. It does work if you shift to the right and slant outside also, and I were to stand over here, but personally, I just I don't feel like it works as good. It just doesn't look as clean in my opinion. That might be personal preference, but just for me, I like shifting to the left a little bit better. Again, I press. Now, do you want to shade over the top or not? That's obviously going to depend on what style of defense you're running, if you have fast corners or whatever, but if you notice your opponent, snapping the ball really quickly, that might not be something you want to do. Again, I'm going to set up just a basic setup. Let's go with something like this. And then we'll just throw wheels. Again, I don't have backfield master, so I can't really put a flat route out. But again, just sending 5 routes out. That's what people do in strong close. No one's really blocking the running back. So again, you shifted to the left, you slanted outside, and with your user, you're standing right over that defensive end like this. Now here, I'm going to time it a little bit better. And obviously you are sending 5 people against 5-man, or you're sending 5 people plus your user against 5-man protection. So one person's going to come unblocked. Just the difference is that you want your user to come unblocked because you're going to get way quicker pressure than if you engage with the lineman in like a Joe Schobert or a Miles Jack is going to get the pressure. It's going to be a lot slower. So here I'm going to time it a little bit better. I'm just going to get like a little bit of a running start, get some momentum. So I'm going to snap the ball and boom. You see, that's how quickly you can get the pressure. That's the kind of animation you're looking for. So if I just go ahead and show you the instant replay, you can see how quick the pressure is and how you can do anything about this. So if I were playing online, I would kind of want to like user start like running back and forth a little bit. Now that can be a tell, so be careful. And also be careful if your opponent does have threat detector, because he will be able to see if you're blitzing, and if he does that, I would run only the user rush on first and second down, because he will see you're rushing 6 people. He's going to block his running back. But this is what it looks like, timed perfectly. You see just a little bit of a running start and under center. The center's not going to pick it up. He's going to actually double team, and boom, perfect timing. And you see just running it in full time. He's not going to be able to throw anything. Obviously, we have this player manned up. So if you were to throw it, we got a quick tackle, but really, he's not going to be able to get the ball off because you snap throw, you're going to throw out of sack, and you're probably not even going to be able to get that off. So show it a couple more times. We'll show it going from the right, and again, I said sometimes when I shift to the right, some weird stuff happens. But again, we'll shift to the right, we'll slant outside, and then we'll stand over here. Again, personally, it's not my favorite to do that, but you honestly could. It doesn't make a huge difference. Again, we'll just run something like this. Again, sending our 5 routes out, and I'll get a little bit of a running start. I would probably do something like this where I kind of move around if I were online, because if I'm running straight back and straight down, it's going to be easy to see that I'm timing a blitz. But if I'm kind of like shifting around like this, they might not know that you're rushing, and then you go ahead and snap the ball and you can run. Now that's going to be a little bit slower, but still it's going to be difficult for them to throw. We're using Jacksonville. We have lower overall guys, so they're not going to be playing as good. But that's pretty much going to do it for our user rush. Let's hop into some pass defense now. Our pass defense is going to be out of Micah Blitz 3. This is definitely my favorite play in the game right now as far as pass defense goes. It's very versatile, very unique. And you can do a lot of things with it. Send 5 people, you can send 2 people, you can send 3 people, but we're gonna have to adjust our zone drops for this a little bit. I'm gonna set my curl flats to 20 and my flats to 5. Again, I can set my curl flats to 25 if you prefer that, but honestly, it depends on what you like. I've always liked 20 yards. I know a lot of people do like that 25-yard mark a little bit better, but I feel like smaller corner routes can get over the top. So again, honestly does depend on how your opponent plays it. But Micah Blitz 3, very, very solid play. And what you want to do is just put that corner on the wide side and you will be good to go. Again, I only really have one setup for this. I mean, there's obviously a couple of things that you could do with the play. But yeah, let's go ahead and set it up. What you want to do is press. First things first, you're going to press. Then you're going to shift your D-line to the wide side usually. So our short side of the field is on the right. We're on the right hash mark. The left side has more space. That's going to be the wide side. Shift D-line to the left. And then I like to go ahead and pinch my linebackers as well. So that's going to be a little bit of a blitz setup. There's a blitz out of this. I'm not going to go over. I did up a separate video on that. But again, shift to the wide side and then pinch those linebackers. So what you want to do with the setup? I'm going to go ahead and just throw both outside linebackers in hard flats. And then we will shade over the top. So again, I'm throwing X in a hard flat, A in a hard flat, and I'm shading over the top. With my user, if I wanted to kind of fake the bluff blitz, what I would do is, again, we shifted left, we stood over the right D lineman. So I like to stand over here. And again, I like to kind of move around, make him think, we're running a user rush. The user rush does still work against shotgun. When I originally posted it, I did run trips, so it does work against shotgun. But yeah, you see here, we're just going to go with the standard 2-man rush to start off. We got this 3-rack hook with Clavon Chasen. And that's a really good zone. So we're going to leave that out. We got, our double Mabel. We got our Mabel over here on the right and the left. And then we got help over the middle. We are only rushing 2 people. So that's really kind of our main concern. But you see the coverage really, really good. And eventually you get pressure. In Ultimate Team and other modes, if you have 2 good pass rushers, it's not going to take too long to get pressure. And honestly, I have not noticed a significant enough difference between a 2- and 3-man rush to justify sending 3 people every play instead of 2. So that's just my reasoning behind it. But again, the setup, press, shit over the top, shift left, pinch linebackers, and then go ahead, throw X in a hard flat and A in a hard flat, and then shade over the top because we're pressed. We don't want that outside third to get burnt. Again, with my user, I like to stand over here. If I wanted to completely fake it, maybe I would like run up like this and then kind of lurk backwards. But you see, we rushed 2, and we actually got really, really quick pressure there. And again, these aren't 99 overall D linemen. We got Al Woods, who's a 75. Josh Allen's a pretty good D lineman. But again, pretty quick pressure for sending 2 against a 5-man protection. Again, showed a couple more times, press, shade over the top, shift left, pinch your linebackers, and then throw both outside linebackers in hard flats. Now, let's pretend I wanted to rush 3. I'm not getting any pressure, so I would probably slant down, either crash down or crash up. You can do whatever, but that's just going to be a 3-man rush instead of a 2. You will probably see right here that I'm not going to get significantly faster pressure by sending that extra guy, and who knows, it could even be slower. But you see, pressure was around the similar time frame that it was for the other time rushing 2. Just a couple of other added things I could do against certain formations, like a trip set. So maybe I want to slant outside, and then what I would do is I would maybe man up A on RB like this, so I can man up the running back now. If he's on option, angle routes, this is going to help out on that. You see he's on this check and release, so that's going to be completely boxed now. We rushed 2. We didn't even rush the superstar D lineman. We rushed a 75 overall and a 71 overall, and we got really, really quick pressure. So again, you see it's not making a huge difference, and we're still getting pretty quick pressure. So that's pretty much overall what I like to run with this play. Again, I gave you a couple of ideas, but the main setup is this. Put both outside linebackers to hard flats, shoot over the top, shifty line, pinch linebackers. And you will see this 3-rec hook just does a lot for us. It's going to help lurk down on all of the routes. You see the drag route, defends the crosser. It's in the middle of the field. I throw it, and then he can almost click on, get a pick. You get some athletic guys there, athletic outside linebackers, and you will be putting in work. So that's pretty much going to be it for our pass defense out of the 3-3-5 wide. Use this play a lot. A lot of pros are running this style of coverage these days. But let's go ahead and hop into our run defense now. Now, run defense is going to be out of 2-man under. You're probably wondering why I can't just run it out of Mike Blitz 0. It has something to do with the QB spies. So we're going to run 2-man under, cover 2-man. And this is really one of the best run defenses in the game. I'm just going to run a stock halfback dive here out of the I-form close formation. Now with your setup, what you want to do is you're going to press. You're going to immediately shade over the top because a lot of these I-form passers, they have some nice dots out of I-form. They can beat you over the top. That's honestly what they're trying to do. So be careful about that. But the standard setup is press shade over the top. We're going to shift our D-line to that wide side. And then you're going to throw Y on a spy and A on a spy. And yeah, it's pretty much all you have to do for this stock setup. Now, a couple of added steps. I could blitz all linebackers. I could contain. That's not necessary though. And then with your user, what you want to do is you want to stand over here on the left side again. This is kind of the standard spot to stay with your user in all of our setups so far. And again, we're running halfback dive. I can cut up the middle and I can hit stick you in the face right there. So really, really good gap shoot defense. You don't even need the spies for this setup. So really, if I wanted to, let's throw Y in like a curl flat. Let's throw A in a inside third. And then stand here with my user. Make sure you put your user on a blitz as well. He's going to get better cutting, things like that, especially against the run. But you see just a standard setup like this. I'm going to shade over the top. And you see I should be able to still shoot that gap now. So sometimes I've noticed like that where I don't have my spies. And then the fullback's actually going to pick your user up. So if they're not in single back, if they are in like a heavy I form like this, it's a little bit risky throwing those safeties in zones because of that. So again, I want to throw Y in a spy, A in a spy. This is the main setup. Press, shade over the top, and then put those safeties and spies. Again, put my user on a blitz, and we will just run that stock halfback dive. Boom, you see Gate there in the backfield pretty easily. And even if we do get blocked with the fullback, we have 2 players on spies that are going to, come down and make plays for us. So again, even if Juice Check is the one to pick up my user, we got both A and Y just coming down and should be able to make a play on that. So again, it's not too big of a concern if you get blocked by the fullback, but if you don't have those spies, it could become costly for reasons like that. This is really good against stretch as well. It's even better against stretch than it is against dive. There's not exactly a main gap shoot that you do, but overall it's going to be difficult to defend. Again, we'll snap the ball. Boom, I get blocked by Juice Check. We have both safeties right there to make a play. And the reason that I'm running it out of 2-man under instead of Mike Blitz O, let's set up the same thing in Mike Blitz O. I'll spy both safeties. I want you to take a look at the strong safety on this play. Take a look at what he's going to go ahead and do. And although we almost get him in the backfield, you see the strong safety, he's on a spy, but he's not actually going to play a spy assignment. He's going to kind of scoot up a little bit. So, and this happens with really every single play out of 3-3-5 wide besides cover 2 man. So you see the free safety, he's acting normal. He's completely normal. He's going to run, follow the running back. But the strong safety, he's literally doing nothing. He's going to kind of scoot up, but he's just standing still. So he's literally not even reacting until the running back looks like he crosses the line of scrimmage. So that's the big difference. That's why you have to run 2-man under. Again, shift, press, throw Y in a spy, throw A in a spy, shade over the top, stand over here, and then go ahead and snap the ball. Boom, right there. Sometimes the fullback will pick you up, sometimes he won't. You saw there on our first run at this play, we were able to hit him in the backfield. It depends on a lot of things. If he IDs a certain player, maybe IDs the strong safety, then your user can get in. But overall, it's a really good run. Not sure if I have any other audibles in this. I don't know if I have a stretch here. It doesn't look like I have a stretch in the audibles. But overall, dive, it's really, really solid. If I run like the lead dive, that's going to be to the opposite side. I run the same setup. It should still work the exact same way. If I'm struggling a little bit, what you could do to add a step is to actually blitz all linebackers. So that's just going to blitz our guy Miles Jack over here. But yeah, we'll go ahead and snap the ball right there in the backfield. So you see adding that extra blitz linebacker is probably the difference, but if they end up passing, you don't have that running back command up, you can give up a big play. Again, when you get them in the backfield, though, they're going to lose 5 yards. They're going to definitely be out of that halfback dive defense. So overall, it's a really, really good run D. Again, you can blitz all linebackers to get that extra guy, and you see right there, just everybody swarming to the ball. So overall, really good run defense, really good complete defense, the most complete defense in the game. In my opinion, big nickel over G is a close second, but I think this takes the cake. I really like this formation this year. If you want, you can always audible from 3-3-5 to 3-3-5 wide to get safeties at outside linebacker. You can only do that in 4-6 playbook, I believe, maybe multiple defense as well. But in Giants defense, you don't have stock 3-3-5, so I can't do that audible. But yeah, it's going to do it for our video. If you guys enjoyed, again, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me if you guys could subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter, link will be in the description, and peace. I'm out of here.